This is a beautiful design that adds triangles at the bottom of your work created by chains, and at the top you get also chains and groups of double crochets. So you would connect it to your work from the top over here. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the fillet points edging. I'll be using a 4mm hook and some acrylic yarn size 4. Okay, so for this design, you're actually going to be working it lengthwise, meaning we're going to be doing the width of the edging, and then you're going to work the length that you need. So to begin, we're going to start immediately at row 1, and you're going to start with a chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to be doing 2 double crochets into the 4th chain from the hook. So you skip 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th, we do 2 double crochets. That is 1, and to that same chain, another one, 2. Now we're going to chain 3, and into the last chain, you want to do 3 double crochets. Into the very last chain that you have, 3 double crochets. That is 1, 2, and 3. We've got this little mountain looking thing here. That there is the end of row 1. For row 2, we're going to start by chaining 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This chain 5 counts as a double crochet and a chain 2. And now you want to flip your work. We're going to be skipping 3 double crochets. So meaning skipping all of this, and we're going to work around the chain space. And we're going to do 3 double crochets around it. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now you're going to chain 3. And into that same space, you're going to work 3 double crochets. So into the same chain space, 3 double crochets. Now we're going to chain 2, skip 2, so skip 2 double crochets, which will bring you to the turning chain. And into the turning chain, you want to do 1 double crochet. Now this here is the end of row 2. For row 3, you're going to do a chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and flip your work. The chain 5 counts as a double crochet and a chain 2, by the way. Now we're going to be skipping the 3 double crochets here, and then do, skip the chain 2 space here, and then do 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. So we're skipping the chain space, finding that first double crochet, and into it doing a double crochet. Now we're going to chain 2. You're going to skip 2 double crochets, which will bring you to the chain space. And around it, we're going to work 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Then a chain 3. And into the same chain space, 3 double crochets. And 3 here. And we're going to finish row 3 right there. Now to begin row 4, we're going to chain 5, which counts as a double crochet and a chain 2. And now you're going to flip your work. We are going to be doing, you're going to skip 3 double crochets, so these here. And now into the chain space, we're going to work 3 double crochets, then a chain 3, And into that same chain space, 3 double crochets. Okay. Now we're going to be skipping, we're going to be chaining 2, skipping 2 double crochets, and then doing 1 double crochet into the next. Then we chain 2, skip the next chain 2 space, and do 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. Now you want to chain 2, skip the 2 chains, and then do 1 double crochet into the third of the turning chain. So here you have a chain 5, I believe it was. Yeah, chain 5, this right here. So you can count from bottom to top, 1, 2, 3, and into that third chain is where you want to put your last double crochet. So into there, a double crochet. Now this here is the end of row 4. For row 5, we're going to chain 5, which counts as a double crochet and a chain 2, and flip your work. You're going to skip the next chain 2 space and then do 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. Now we're going to chain 2, skip 2, and then do 1 double crochet into the next. So skip the chain space and then 1 double crochet. And do that again, chain 2, skip the chain space and into the next double crochet, 1 double crochet. Now we are chaining 2, skipping 2 double crochets, and into the next chain space you're going to work 3 double crochets. So that is 1, 2, and 3. Then a chain 3, and then into the same space another 3 double crochets. So that is 1, 2, and 3. This here is the end of row 5. Now for row 6, which is our final row, we're going to chain 5. This chain 5 counts as a double crochet and a chain 2. And you can flip your work here. We're going to be skipping the next 3 double crochets, so these ones, finding the next chain 3 space, and around it work 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then a chain 3, and then into that same space 3 double crochets. So that is 1, 2, and 3. Now we are going to be chaining 2, skipping 2 double crochets, and then doing 1 double crochet into the next. And that is the end of row 6 here. It's a short one because then you're going to go back and repeat rows 3 through 6 to continue to grow this. So again, this is the end of row 6. This is what it looks like from the front. And so now you can go back to repeat row 3, 4, 5, and 6 back and forth until you have the desired length of your work or a finished swatch. I'm going to be doing it once more so I can have 2 of these triangles here. So I'll do that off camera, go back to row 3, repeat row 3, 4, 5, and 6. But sorry, I lied to you. You're going to be finishing with row 5. Because again, row 6 is this small one that begins the next triangle. Whenever you're finished the length that you want to stop at row 5. So given that I only want 1 more triangle, I'm going to go back and repeat row 3, 4, and 5. You can continue doing that for however many or for however long you want it to be. Then cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. Okay, look how cool this looks. As I mentioned, I added another triangle. So I stopped at row 5, but this is really beautiful, you guys. It's nice and open, creating the triangle shape at the bottom. And then at the top, you get those chains and groups of double crochets. So this is where you would add it to your work from. You know, from here, you could add it sewing the top of the chains to the bottom of your work. Or you could maybe even work single crochets or any other stitch through them to add them to the bottom of your work. So it's a really beautiful and unique design. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.